Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, elves and zebras, gypsies and fairies. Try to say it really fast so I don't take up too much time. Let me see if I turn that off, if you can still see me. Not really. So I have to turn it around. Still got a glare there. Anyway. So everybody else gets the second. I already talked to my beautiful girlfriend about it, so... I have 1 week to go. 1 week from today. And I will have lived longer than my dad and John Denver. Those were the two most important men in my life. My dad died a month after my 18th birthday. And John died in 97. I remember it. I never thought I'd live to see the age of 18. But I made it. For more than a few years after that, I figured, you know what? Any day, it's going to happen. Any day I'm going to be dead. The life inside those institutions was hell. It was hell. And I had no reason to expect to live very long. And I remember an incident. I shouldn't say I remember an incident. It's something that I keep dreaming about. I haven't dreamt about it in a while, but I dream about it 2 or 3 times a year. It used to be far more often than that, sometimes several times a week. I don't know if it really happened. I just don't know. And basically, the staff at the Devereaux Foundation, well, they got pissed off all the time, but they just went a little too far and killed a kid and made me and some of the other kids take the body out and bury it. I don't know if that happened. It may not have happened. It could have just been my mental reaction to the stress that I was under. But I didn't expect to live. And then I made it, and then, oh my goodness, I'm in my late 20s. Now I'm in my 30s. Now I'm in my 40s. Now I'm in my 50s. I made it. I don't want to die anytime soon. This life is how you see it. You can see all good, you can see all bad, or you can see a mix of the two. And the good times are more frequent and longer than the bad times are. It took me a long time to realize that and to appreciate it. When we first moved to the United States, a family member, and it wasn't my dad wouldn't have done something like that, put me in an institution. At that age, you don't, that was just wrong. Anyway, I'm standing there sort of in the hallway, in the doorway of somebody else. A John Denver song came on the radio, and this peace just came over me. I have listened to his songs millions and millions and millions of times over, and they never get old. And I miss both of them. I miss my dad and I miss John Denver. Henry John Dutchendorf Jr. John changed his name from Henry John Dutchendorf Jr. to John Denver. He kept the first name. And although I didn't change my name for the same reason, I actually have 3 names. 2 of them are legal. Well, one's legal in Spain, the other one is legal in the United States, and then I have a 3rd name. But anyway, and I go by, I willingly accept 2 of those names, but not 3 of those names. You can call me Jaime, you can call me Seamus, and that's fine. I remember when my dad passed, I was in the dorm, Barclay Hall. Probably was supposed to be in class, but I had given up. I mean, at that place, it was like, why bother? The staff don't follow the rules. Why should I follow the freaking rules? So I'm like, and I wasn't getting anything out of class anyway. It was ridiculous. Anyway, so Stafford, who was the dorm supervisor, he comes, he says, why don't you go talk to Dr. Peskov? Like, why? Just go see him. Go to his office. Like, what's going on? Why do you want me to go see him? Everything's fine. No, just go talk to him. Oh, okay, whatever. So I walked the other side of freaking campus. At that point, his office was in the school on the Anderson side of campus, so the Anderson School, I guess you'd call it. And I go into his office and sit down. I'm like, what's going on? What's up? He says, why don't we call your mom? She has something to say. Like, why? What's going on? Just tell me. And my mom says, your dad died yesterday. I was like, I was in shock. I was in shock. I mean, I knew he was sick. I just didn't understand the seriousness of everything. And I remember the last time I talked to him. I'm glad I remember that. I just kept calling him sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. He says, son, you don't have to call me sir. But anyway. So I start walking back to the dorm. There used to be a shortcut behind the administration building, aka the ad building. And I went back there in the woods. I cried for about 15 minutes, and that was that. Nancy, I wish you would have gotten back in touch with me, because you know what? I do have a right to know if we have a child or not. And just so you know, if you ever see this, I loved you. Getting to this age, having outlived the 2 most important men in my life, I want a kid. I wish I had a child of my own, but I do, but I don't. I mean, I don't have a biological child. I may have a biological child, but I don't know, because Nancy won't call back. And I can understand. I don't want to upset her life. It's not my intent. I have a cat, and she's my daughter. She's our daughter, Carolyn, and mine. I have Lisa's children and grandchildren. We have more than a few of those. But not having raised children, I don't really know how you interact with them. There's Peyton. He was the closest thing to actually having a kid of my own. Well, he was a great boy, I'll tell you that. He is a great kid. Well, I say kid, he's in his 20s now, but he's in university, and anyway. So it's like I've reached the top of the staircase. Where do I go from here? And my dad and John aren't here to tell me.